triggering tsunami waves and alerts in Hawaii and also along the West Coast. Let's take a live look at Honolulu this morning, courtesy of EarthCam. Just a short time ago, Civil Defense Hawaii downgraded its tsunami alert level.
Panic hit paradise when tsunami sirens blared across Hawaii, shaking residents out of their calm island life. Streets emptied, stores shut down, and the U.S. jumped into emergency mode. But what caused this sudden shutdown? And why does Hawaii always seem to be in nature's crosshairs? From rising waves to rising fear, here's what really happened when the U.S. slammed the brakes on Hawaii. The tsunami threat and flood risk in Hawaii. Hawaii may seem calm and peaceful, but it faces real danger from tsunamis and floods. The islands sit in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, where several tectonic plates meet. When one of these plates moves during a strong earthquake under the sea, it can push a huge wall of water out into the ocean. These waves travel fast across the ocean and grow taller as they reach shallow water near the shore. Most tsunamis come from undersea earthquakes, but other things can cause them too, like underwater volcanic eruptions or landslides. Tsunami waves are not like regular beach waves. They carry a lot more water and move with great power. When they hit land, they can flood streets, homes, and businesses within minutes. The water doesn't stop easily. It pushes through everything in its path. Hawaii also faces flooding from storms. Tropical storms and hurricanes bring heavy rain and strong winds. Rivers fill up fast. Drainage systems get backed up. When the ground is already soaked, it cannot absorb more water. That extra water runs across the land and into homes. Storm surges add to the problem by pushing seawater onto the shore. Places near the beach and low-lying towns are always at risk during these events. The most recent tsunami alert came after a strong earthquake with a magnitude of 8.2 near the Kuril Islands.
The sixth biggest earthquake ever recorded on Earth. So this is a substantial earthquake.
This area is far from Hawaii, but the waves can cross the ocean in a short time. The Tsunami Warning Center said waves as high as 10 feet could hit the islands. Sirens sounded across towns, and people were told to go to higher ground. Roads were shut down, and shelters were opened. The ground was already wet from earlier rain, which made the flood risk even greater. With waves rising and soil already soaked, Hawaii faced serious danger. Emergency crews moved fast to help people evacuate. This event showed how one disaster can lead to another. In Hawaii, the land and sea are always close, and nature can change everything in a moment. Staying prepared and acting quickly are the best ways to protect lives and homes. This recent scare was just the latest chapter in Hawaii's long battle with nature. But how many times has the ocean already won? Historical context of natural disasters in Hawaii. Hawaii has faced many natural disasters in the past. From huge waves to heavy rain and lava flows, the islands have seen it all. These events have caused damage, taken lives, and changed the way Hawaii prepares for danger. Back in 1946, a strong earthquake near the Aleutian Islands caused a tsunami that hit Hawaii hard. The city of Hilo on the Big Island was badly damaged. Buildings were crushed by water, roads were flooded, and 159 people lost their lives. After this, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center was made to give people more time to escape future waves. In 1960, another tsunami reached Hawaii. This time, the earthquake came from Chile, but the waves still made it all the way across the ocean. Hilo was hit again, and 61 people died. These events proved that even faraway earthquakes could bring big danger to the islands. Flooding has also caused major problems. In 2006, Oahu and Kauai got record rainfall. Homes were soaked, roads were ruined, and landslides made travel unsafe. In 2018, Kauai had another flood. Over 2 feet of rain fell in one day. This caused more landslides and damage to bridges, homes, and farms. Volcanoes are another threat. In 2018, the Kilauea volcano erupted for weeks. Lava flowed into neighborhoods, burned houses, and forced thousands of people to leave. Earthquakes followed, and the air was filled with ash and gas. Hurricanes have also hit the islands. In 1992, Hurricane Iniki struck Kauai. It brought strong winds and heavy rain. Thousands of homes were damaged or destroyed, and people had to rebuild their lives from scratch. Over the years, storms, floods, and eruptions have become stronger. Warmer ocean water helps storms grow faster. More rain means more floods. The ground shifts often, so earthquakes and eruptions stay a threat. Hawaii's past is full of these events. Each one teaches a lesson. People now build stronger homes, listen for alerts, and know where to go when trouble comes. The islands may be beautiful, but they also live close to danger. Staying ready saves lives. With so many disasters hitting Hawaii over the years, you might wonder, why does this beautiful place seem cursed by nature? Reasons for frequent natural disasters in Hawaii. Hawaii faces many natural disasters because of where it is, how the land is shaped, and how the weather is changing. The way people use the land also makes some problems worse. These factors all work together and make Hawaii more likely to deal with storms, floods, tsunamis, and volcanic activity. The islands are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, in an area called the Ring of Fire. This region has many volcanoes and earthquakes. Hawaii is surrounded by tectonic plates that shift and move over time. When these plates move, they can cause strong earthquakes under the ocean. That movement can also lead to tsunamis and volcanic eruptions. Because of this location, the ground in Hawaii can shake or break without warning. The weather is also changing. Around the world, oceans are getting warmer. In Hawaii, this means stronger hurricanes and tropical storms. These storms now carry more wind and more rain. When rain falls too fast, the ground cannot absorb it, which leads to floods and mudslides. Sea levels are also rising, and that makes coastal flooding worse. Waves now reach farther inland, and places that once stayed dry are starting to flood more often. Hawaii's steep mountains and volcanic slopes make flooding worse. When it rains hard, the water flows down quickly. As it moves, it carries mud, rocks, and other debris. This can break roads, damage homes, and block paths. Flat and low areas near the coast are also at risk. When a tsunami or storm hits, these areas often take the worst damage. People have also built homes and roads in places that are not safe. Some towns were built before there were rules for safe construction. Roads are often close to cliffs, rivers, or ocean fronts. Cutting down trees for space makes it easier for water to move fast and cause more damage. All these things add up. Natural disasters are part of life in Hawaii, but climate change and poor planning make them more dangerous. With better rules, safer buildings, and more care for the land, Hawaii can be better prepared. Past disasters have taught important lessons, and the people are working to stay safe. Now that we know why Hawaii faces so much danger, the big question is, how fast can help arrive when disaster strikes? U.S. government and local response to the tsunami alert. When the tsunami alert came, both the U.S. government and Hawaii's local leaders acted fast. The goal was to keep people safe and move them away from danger. First, the federal government stepped in. Officials made an emergency declaration to send help quickly. FEMA started working with local teams. They helped with plans, supplies, and shelters. NOAA, the group that watches ocean activity, sent out warnings. They tracked the waves and shared updates as things changed. The National Guard was also called in. Soldiers helped with roadblocks, guided people to safe areas, and stayed ready for rescue work. In Hawaii, state and local leaders gave strong orders. People living near the ocean were told to leave right away. Schools were closed for safety. Airports and harbors stopped working. Shops and businesses were also told to shut down. Roads to beaches and coastal spots were blocked. Tourists were told to stay in safe places and avoid the shore. To warn everyone, Hawaii used different ways to send alerts. Loud sirens sounded all across towns. These sirens are placed in many areas and can be heard from far away. People also got emergency alerts on their phones. Local news and social media pages shared live updates and safety advice. This helped make sure both locals and visitors knew what to do. Still, there were some hard parts. Some areas are far from main roads, and it took longer to reach people there. Some older people and those with disabilities needed help leaving their homes. There were also fake news posts online that confused many people and slowed down the response. Even with these problems, many things went well. The quick teamwork between national and local groups helped avoid bigger trouble. The systems in place helped spread the warning fast. While there is always room to improve, this event showed that early action, clear alerts, and strong plans can save lives. Hawaiians worked together and stayed strong during a scary moment. The response was quick, but what happened to the people caught in the middle of it all? Impacts on Hawaii. The tsunami alert brought many problems to Hawaii. It caused trouble for the economy, daily life, and the environment. Even though the damage was not the worst possible, the effects were still strong and clear. Tourism is Hawaii's biggest industry. After the alert, many visitors canceled their trips. Hotels had empty rooms, local shops, tour guides, and restaurants lost money. Flights were delayed or stopped. Beaches and parks were closed for safety. People who work in tourism had fewer hours and lower pay. Some small businesses had to shut down for a while. The waves and flooding damaged roads, power lines, and water systems. Some areas lost power. Others had problems with clean water. Repair crews worked day and night to fix these issues. Deliveries of food, gas, and medicine were also delayed. Since Hawaii is far from the mainland, most supplies come by ship or plane. Any delay causes real problems for daily life. Many people had to leave their homes and go to shelters. Some stayed with friends or family in safer areas. Being away from home, even for a short time, can be hard. People worried about their pets, their houses, and what would happen next. Some homes had water damage, and families had to clean up after returning. The alert also made people feel stressed and scared. Loud sirens and phone alerts added to the fear. Some people remembered past disasters and felt shaken. Children were confused and needed comfort. Even after the danger passed, many people still felt uneasy. Still, the people of Hawaii showed great strength. Neighbors helped each other. Volunteers brought food and water to shelters. Locals helped tourists find safe places to stay. Everyone worked together, and that made a big difference. The land and sea were also affected. Floodwaters moved trash and oil into the ocean. Some beaches lost sand. Coral reefs and sea life were hurt. It will take time for nature to heal. This event showed how strong Hawaii's people are. They faced fear, helped each other, and started to rebuild with hope and care. While Hawaii dealt with empty hotels and flooded roads, the rest of the world was watching. But how did people really react when the sirens started screaming? Public and global reactions. When the tsunami alert was sent out, people in Hawaii reacted in many ways. Some stayed calm and followed the emergency steps right away. They packed their things, filled their cars with gas, and left the danger zones. Others felt scared and rushed to stores to buy water, food, and batteries. Long lines formed at gas stations. Shelves in some stores were empty by evening. People wanted to be ready in case something really bad happened. In many neighborhoods, folks helped each other. Some shared supplies or gave rides to people who had no cars. Others checked on older neighbors and made sure they were safe. Families moved to higher ground together. Shelters opened their doors to anyone who needed a place to stay. The spirit of helping was strong. Still, not everyone took the warnings seriously. A few people went to the beach to take pictures or videos. Some thought it would be exciting to watch the waves. Others just kept walking around town like nothing was wrong. These actions were risky. First responders had to go out and ask them to leave the danger areas. This made their jobs harder and more dangerous. The media played a big role during the alert. Some news stations stayed calm and shared facts. They explained why the warning was sent and what people should do. Other channels used loud headlines and scary music to grab attention. These reports made some people even more afraid. It was hard for many to tell which news was true and which was too dramatic. On social media, people posted videos of traffic, sirens, and empty stores. Some updates helped others stay informed. But there were also fake posts and old clips from past disasters. These confused people. Still, many were thankful for the real-time updates that helped them make quick choices. Outside of Hawaii, people from around the world started to notice what was going on. Countries like Japan, New Zealand, and Australia sent kind messages. Some offered to send help or supplies if needed. Their support made people in Hawaii feel less alone. Many also saw this event as part of a bigger issue. Climate experts said stronger storms and rising oceans are now a big problem for islands like Hawaii. They said more events like this could happen in the future. This alert made more people talk about how the world needs to protect places near the sea. In the end, the tsunami alert showed how people can come together in a time of fear. Some were afraid, some were ready, but many helped each other. The news spread fast, both good and bad, and the world watched as Hawaii faced the danger, together. The world saw how people responded to fear and danger, but the real question is, was Hawaii actually ready for this? Preparedness and mitigation strategies. Hawaii has some strong systems in place to prepare for natural disasters like tsunamis and floods. One key part is the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center. This center watches the ocean day and night. When it sees signs of a possible tsunami, it sends out alerts right away. This quick warning gives people time to move to higher ground and avoid danger. Hawaii also has flood defenses like seawalls and good drainage systems. Some cities plan carefully to make sure water can flow out during heavy rain. These efforts help keep streets and homes safer. In some places, new buildings are placed away from flood zones. But there are still some problems. Much of the infrastructure is old and needs repairs. Some warning sirens do not work well. Funding for updates can be limited. Tourists also pose a challenge. Many of them do not know what to do during an emergency. Signs and messages are not always clear or in different languages, so tourists may miss key instructions. Looking ahead, Hawaii is working on better solutions. Stronger building rules will help new homes and offices stay safer during floods and tsunamis. More community drills and safety programs will teach people how to react fast. These programs are starting to include signs and alerts in several languages to help everyone, including visitors. Another important step is climate adaptation. Some important services may need to move away from the coast. Hawaii is also bringing back natural barriers like wetlands, which can soak up extra water during storms. Together, these plans aim to protect both people and the land. With smart planning and strong community efforts, Hawaii can stay safer in the face of rising risks. Hawaii is working to get better at handling disasters. But what does this mean for other places facing the same threats? Broader implications and lessons. The recent disaster alert in Hawaii showed how much more needs to be done to prepare for climate risks. It raised big concerns about safety and planning, not just for Hawaii, but for many island communities around the world. One major takeaway is the need for stronger support from both state and federal governments. Hawaii needs better funding to improve early warning systems, protect critical infrastructure, and support people during emergencies. Investments in disaster resilience and climate planning are not a choice anymore. They are necessary. Hawaii's experience also offers lessons for other countries, especially small island nations. Rising sea levels, stronger storms, and unexpected floods are becoming common everywhere. Hawaii's response, both the good parts and the weak points, can help others plan better. For example, clear communication, working sirens, and trained local teams can save lives. On the other hand, Old systems and lack of tourist education can create danger. These are things other islands can learn from. Science plays a big role too. Predicting tsunamis and floods is still a challenge. Scientists are working hard to improve how fast and how accurately we can detect threats. More funding and research can help make these systems better. Faster alerts mean more time to get to safety. Improved prediction models also help planners decide where to build and what areas to avoid. Another key part is the power of local communities. During the Hawaii alert, people helped each other stay calm and safe. Community leaders and native Hawaiians often know what works best for their own areas. Their knowledge about the land, the sea, and past disasters should be part of all emergency plans. Local action and support build trust and make the response faster. Hawaii's story is not just about one place. It's a reminder that the world needs to work together to prepare for climate risks. Government action, science, and strong communities are all part of the solution. Hawaii's story is a reminder that nature moves fast, and people must move faster. Planning, teamwork, and strong systems save lives. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that matter. Stay safe out there.